Hi, hello. I actually missed you guys. I know it has been a while since I recorded my last video. Well, maybe you won't see it like that because the last collective reading, and I think I do have a pick a card, I don't know, that I have done but not made public yet. So it might not seem like this for you, but for me it has been a while. But I was quite busy. I am actually going to change some things on this channel. First of all, I am considering changing the name from Magique Twin Flame and Soulmate Coaching to something like Magique Soul Ascension Coaching. And I will be changing my Instagram name then as well. And also I'm going to be a lot more active here and on Instagram. I plan doing like short live videos on Instagram. So if you're interested in those, subscribe. I am actually also, yeah, I am not considering, I am determined to start some kind of vlog talking about how I deal with some things in my twin flame journey, for example, the twin flame differences, the age gap, and other things that just came up. They did not just come up, but things that came up during my journey with my twin flame. You know, like difficulties I had to face, for example, like how I deal with them, how I overcome them, things like that. And for that, you will actually be able to see my face. I have decided to step in front of the camera, not because I am very comfortable to do it for the vlog, but more because, you know, on a twin flame journey, it is so important to overcome your fears, and it is one of my fears to get out there. I'm an introvert. I have always been very scared of being seen. It's, you could say, maybe like, yeah, like a prey animal that doesn't like to be seen. It's some childhood trauma probably, and so that is going to be a step in the future. I'm horrified, but I feel it is something I have to do for two reasons: in order to really transport my message, to help you guys. I mean, that is something that is very, very important to me, of course. To give back, to be of service, to help others on their journey. And, well, point two is what I just said. A very personal thing for me to grow, you know, to advance, to face fears that I have. So that is something that will happen in the not so far future. And another thing, there was something else. Yeah, I'm just going to put out more content. I am determined to build my channel up right now, and also do more on Instagram. Not just posting spiritual funny memes. So if you're interested in spiritual funny memes, find my Instagram. You will see the name below, even though I may change it pretty soon to Magique Soul Ascension Coach or something like that. And yeah, no, that's all I want to tell you right now. There is even more happening in the background, but that is something that I'm working on. Anyway, that was about me, and now let's go to the collective reading. I have actually been very excited to do this one. I felt like doing it, like the urge to do it for a couple of days now. I was just too busy. I'm extremely busy right now, working on my self-development, you could say. So I always had to postpone it. Sometimes I felt like really doing it and it was only like 2 a.m. and I was like, no, it's too late. So I am going to do some of the collective channel messages. I want to record at least 2 videos today. And then just, yeah, so I already have some. I want to be here on a more regular basis. I don't know, maybe there's going to be something like channel messages Monday, for example. I don't know yet. But something like this. Anyway, I'm going to use 2 readings, 2 tarots, 2 decks today, because as I said, I intend to record like 2 or 3 today. So I trust spirits that they will give me the messages that are intended for that specific time when I'm going to upload them. And today I'm going to use the Mutant Tarot. It's the German deck, and the Psychic Tarot. And if I feel guided to grab another deck, I will. But right now, that is what I have in mind. So let's see, where's the collective? Oh, look, it's a mess right now. It's a mess. I take that as my first message. They're not neatly in here. It's a mess. And the first cards I actually see, it's interesting, is the Ace of Swords and the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords in this deck is called peace. And you see two people walking towards one another in order to create peace. That card can indicate making inner peace with a situation, but it can also indicate the other person contacting you. Then we do have the Ace of Swords. This card means epiphanies, or something that you learn, something that you get to know about yourself, for example. Oh, sorry, I've got a dry throat. It's also about making decisions, but sorry, becoming aware of things. You see the crown here, so there may be another awakening in the crown chakra. And it's very interesting. For the first time, I feel very much drawn to the, is it called like a ripple effect? You know, those circles around her. I'm feeling like that means something right now. It's when you, for example, start something, or the transformation you have right now, it will help others to transform as well. It will have a greater impact, maybe first just on yourself, but then also on your surroundings. And also maybe you get into the energy where you can speak truth, where you can, it's not necessarily a kind of setting boundaries, but be honest to yourself and speak your truth, and being able to say yes or no to whatever you want, whatever you feel like, because we've got the yellow in the back, which is the color of the solar plexus chakra, and the solar plexus chakra is very much connected to our self-worth and self-love as well. So I guess many of you are getting more connected to your self-love, but also it has to do with emotions as well, because we do have the water here, but it's the Ace of Swords, so it's a connection between the cerebral, the knowing, and the emotions. And I'm feeling for some of you, maybe even many of you, it's understanding yourself better, understanding your own emotions better, which is important when you do shadow work in order to heal. And see this card of course is very yellow as well. And here I felt very much drawn to this card, and this one as well. It's very much yellow and orange. And this card is called, it's the Six of Wands, Victory. And you see it's a Medusa head, and this deck has two devil cards. One is the Medusa, one is a male devil. And the devil to me signifies inner fears, inner doubts, inner conflicts, the ego that is, challenging you. So this to me indicates victory over the own ego, over the own mind. And with the Pegasus here, I get like freeing yourself, being able to fly, leave something behind. For some of you, leaving something behind doesn't have to mean leaving behind a person. It could be, of course, but leaving behind something can also mean leaving behind old thoughts, old patterns. Making peace, for example. I don't know, I didn't mean to grab him. I meant to grab this one. But okay, he wanted to show up. To make peace with loss. We got loss here. And then the snake here is healing and transformation as well. And we get, again, the yellow sun. So we got the transformation butterfly. We got snake is also healing and transformation. And also connected to psychic abilities. Okay, I got a message. You know, I don't like dabbling in third-party stuff. Because I believe where you put your focus, that is what you manifest. So I can only advise you don't do any third party readings, don't click on them, honestly, because as long as you focus on a third party, that third party has to stay. But I'm getting that some of you feel like maybe they have lost that person to a third party, because there's a ghost and the snake and the Lenormand deck. You know, that is like one Lenormand deck. You know, it has the one with the four-leaf clover and the cross, and you've probably seen it before. And here the snake can symbolize the other person, the other woman, a mistress, or if you are the main lady, then, and your person would be married, then the snake would be the wife. So I'm feeling like loss, and it could be old loss. One thing is important. I'm not saying that that is happening right now, because I see making peace with something, being aware of something, and getting epiphanies about something. So I'm feeling more like overcoming this and finding, with the Emperor that's just wanted to come out, finding stability. And also I get the message, if your person is still with another person, that they miss you. They miss you, and they are transforming. Again, there is transforming. They're stepping into their divine masculine mood. So again, two messages. If your person is in a third party, for one, you're making peace with that, which means, of course, you can draw your person in because you stop focusing on what you don't want. And the other message is your person is starting to miss you. They realized that maybe they were not confident enough with the solar plexus chakra here, or the yellow sun. They were not confident enough in the past to step into the role of what they truly want. And then we do have the Emperor here, who is very capable of knowing what they want. And then I feel drawn to the eagle, which can also indicate the higher self, that your person is getting more connected to what they want. Okay, Spirit, I need another scenario. What is the scenario of those of us where there is no third party? What's the message here? It's overcoming fear of loss in the past. It is making peace with old situations in the past, where you think like people always leave me, for example, or they don't open up to me, for example. And then it is making peace with that. And I just did, maybe like a week ago, a little, how do you call it, like a task, like this fun thing, because we always remember the things that hurt us in the past. You know, it's always the things like, oh, I always have been abandoned, or the people I loved, they didn't choose me, or this or that, or it was romantic at first and then they stopped being romantic. But we forget all the good things. So what I did is I found this tip somewhere, and no, actually I did buy a class from Unseen Seraph a couple of months ago, and I did work on that last month, and I think I got it from her. You write down all the good things that happen in your life. You know, it could be, yeah, like that guy that had a crush on you when you were 13, and even though it never turned into some, maybe it did turn into something, how that guy made you feel. That guy that brought, a girl, of course, that brought you flowers. That person who you knew was absolutely in love, even if you didn't feel the same. But there have been people who were interested in you. And even if in the beginning something is beautiful and then it just turns, we always remember the bad part, but remember the good part as well, because you were amazing enough that this person was interested in you. And again, even if it's someone you were not interested, you're still awesome enough for somebody to be interested in you, which is a good thing. And there's always somebody interested, or has always been, you know. And another thing you could do is write down people who chose you. I mean, you probably have a best friend, or you have a friend, so hopefully more than one. They chose you as their friend. Maybe you have family members that are not just family members, but also your friends. And that's because they chose to be your friend, not just because you probably always also have family members where you're not friendly with. So it's not just that everybody's friendly with you just because you're related, It is they're friendly with you because they choose to be. Maybe even something you went to an animal shelter and that dog or cat or whatever fell in love with you, they choose you. And if you have ever gotten a job in your life, they choose you. They could have hired somebody else, but they choose you. So make a list of why you are the chosen one. Everybody who chooses you, because that is something that can help you with your own perspective if you know that you do have some kind of lack when it comes to self-esteem. And as you just heard me saying or implying, I do that stuff myself because I do what I preach. That is very important to me. And also because I know those issues, and I'm also working on overcoming them. And it's working. So again, I do see making peace with something in the past. So but let's see. That was just the very first messages, and I bet there is more. What is happening in the connection? At least this time the Queen of Swords was not the first card, right? We will see what we get now. What is happening in the collective? Sorry, I feel like at least one more shuffle. Okay. Why is not the Queen of Swords? Yeah, it kind of ties in a bit in what I just said earlier. Sorry. So I feel like this collective that I'm reading for right now, maybe a different collective than the last readings, but maybe not. This reading here, or this collective, may be in the energy of regret. Because you see, there is this axe, and there used to be a wood, and this person, I think it's this person, chopped down all of the trees. And now he's suffering in the desert he created himself. And again, we do see the yellow. Again, the yellow is the solar plexus chakra. But it's not, you see the black here, it's not in a good condition. The tree here is dead. I mean, all of them are dead. But this one that is not chopped is also dead. And I always see this card as some kind of regret. Regretting doing something or regretting not doing something. And also get the feeling of being scared of having missed an opportunity. Having missed a chance. But you haven't. It just sometimes it's not the right time. And then we do have the snakes coming out of her boobies, which is totally weird. But snakes, again, are talking about some kind of transformation. A snake, it's not the rapid transformation like a butterfly that gets into the cocoon and then just falls into mush, and out of that mush the butterfly is created. A snake is transforming always because it's growing, and when it's outgrowing its skin, it's shedding its skin. So it's not an entirely new being, but it has changed. Also, snake is again indicated with healing, with wisdom, psychic abilities. So what I'm sensing right now is that your intuition has been telling you something in the past, because snakes are a symbol of intuition, because when they shed their skin, their eyes turn white. When the skin layer over their eyeballs is getting skinned as well, and because of their white eyes, when they're shedding their skin, it symbolizes seeing into another realm. But it looks like poisonous. It's poisonous. It's like aggressive. I feel like your intuition I don't want to say your intuition is mad with you, or it's never. Your spirit is always full of compassion, right? But I'm getting like maybe there's this part of you, it could as well be the ego, that is mad at yourself for having missed the opportunity, blaming yourself for not listening to your intuition or to your inner guidance. But it's absolutely okay, because you saw the first cards in the beginning when I was talking about the solar plexus chakra, that there is some healing happening there. We had the victory card, and also we had the peace card. So it is making inner peace with whatever happened. So you should check if you do have some kind of regret, again, for doing something that you shouldn't have done, or not doing something that you should have done, or if you're scared that you missed the opportunity. Again, maybe because your person is with somebody else right now, but I said earlier, and you think like, oh no, it's too late now, my person is with someone else. And actually, I really, really, really hate third party readings, but I'm feeling that that is for the main collective of this specific reading. And what I said before, I'm feeling like this is mainly meant for a different collective than the last readings. I'm feeling this is a different group, which is absolutely fine. Spirit is giving me this message for you. And we will see what else we get. Yeah, I'm getting this. If it's the third party, could be something else. It does not have to be a person. It could be maybe they chose a job that was further away and they moved, or they let their friends influence them. That could be a third party, but I'm getting mostly that maybe they have somebody else now, or you think they have somebody else, or they still are with somebody else and haven't split yet, haven't broken up yet, and that is you're scared of having missed the opportunity. But we will see what Spirit has to say about that. Remember, we had the Two of Swords in the beginning, and I said that is a card that is talking about making peace. First, peace within yourself, because the other person can only be a mirror. Just a second. Minnie. Sorry. My cat just did something she was not allowed. What did I say? I was talking about peace. Yeah, the other person is your mirror, which means the other person can only reflect peace to you once we have it on the inside. And look, I didn't even notice, we do have the moon here. But let's go back to the peace card. We had peace, we had victory, we had two cards that to me kind of implied the healed solar plexus chakra. And then Spirit went a step back and showed, yeah, what I just showed you, it's where it's going to lead. I mean, victory to me indicates that there has been a battle before, and now Spirit is talking more about the inner battle, the inner conflict. But Spirit also already said that, yeah, you can totally do this. You can get that inner peace. And in that peace card, it's two people like walking towards one another. So this is already an indication that this connection does not have to be over, but we're going to see more. Right now, we do have the moon. And to me, the moon in this deck has several meanings. First of all, you see how she's longing for him. It's like she's reaching out and she's like, wake up, wake up, wake up. I want you to wake up. But the moon to me indicates fear. So she wants him to wake up because maybe she is scared that he's not ready, that he won't be ready. She is impatient. She is not in her own center, meaning he cannot come. And then you see that there's tentacles like trying to pull him down. Maybe she's also scared that he has surroundings or something, I don't know, addictions, whatever it is, that is pulling him down. Maybe she's worried too much. And again, the law of assumption comes into play here. If you assume that your person has a hard time to deal with his life or her life, then that is what you manifest. So work on your assumptions. Try to see a person in a different way. Try to see them For example, like, yeah, if our souls decided to meet now and we clicked and it's true love, then only because our souls knew that we were ready to go on this journey. So your person can absolutely do that. Because if you can, then your person can. Since I get this from so many clients, they're like, oh yeah, I'm so far developed, but my person, he's so far behind me. That does never happen. I always use the metaphor, imagine you are in 11th grade and you're looking for somebody to study with, like math or whatever. You would pick another 11th grader, another junior, somebody who is at the same level. Maybe they're better in math than you, but they would be on the same level. You would not pick an 8th grader to study, right? And that is what your soul wants as well. Your soul will choose. It's law of attraction. You can only attract somebody who is at the same vibration. And we're not talking about, I don't know, that annoying neighbor or whatever it is. We're talking about love connections here, of course. You can only attract somebody that's matching your vibration, which means don't look at your person like, oh, they're never gonna be ready, and they're yeah, it annoys me so much, they're a narcissist, I'm the victim, and they're this evil, mean, narcissist person. Because I would, if that is the case, then I would wonder, why did I attract a narcissist? If they really are a narcissist, I mean, we're not psychologists, we can't just label people like that. There are, of course, narcissists exist, they do exist, right? But not just because a person doesn't function the way we want them to function doesn't automatically make them a narcissist, in my opinion. But if it's something like that, if you feel like, oh, that person, they're never gonna be ready, then that is what you're manifesting. So it's important to ask yourself, why did I attract this version of him, where this person is not ready? It must mean I'm not ready. And then it's important to actually work on that in order to be ready. But the good thing here is, you see the moon? I'm going to focus. Has a baby in there, like in the womb. So this, to me, always indicates that there is some kind of growth. It takes a while, like a pregnancy. You don't want the baby to come premature, right? It would not be good. But eventually it will be born. It just needs some time, and if that is you, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, let your person be right now. Focus on yourself. Don't worry about him or her being pulled down, because if you focus too much on that, that is what you'll manifest. And as I said before, try to get into the mindset, well, we met for this journey because we can do this. And if I can do it, then my person can do it as well. Otherwise, I would not have attracted that person. So that person can do it. Will they do it? Well, again, that depends on your mindset. If you think they're never going to be able to do that, that is what you'll get. And eventually, either you're going to be stuck, or you develop yourself out of it, but you have the mindset that person cannot do it, so you will attract another person that is going to be able to do it. But once you have reached your healing, or whatever it is, your vibration, that self of that version of you, where you are in the right frequency in order to attract true love, then the universe has to deliver and give you true love. And if you think this person is capable of it, then the universe has to prove it right, and it will be this person. If you think this person is not capable of doing it, then the universe will have to prove it right, and it will be somebody else. However, again, with this card, it does indicate growth for me. Again, it may take a little while, but there is something growing. Right now, just focus not to pull yourself down. We will see what else we got. So this connection might be separation, dark night of the soul. Doesn't have to be separation. You may be together right now, but there is some kind of problem going on. Yeah, I just felt drawn to this. And again, we do see the yellow here. It's the unhealed sacral chakra. This card is talking about rejection. To me, this is the card that is talking about lack of self-love, self-esteem, because again he got rejected. Always see like they're making fun of him for being rejected. So this is to me the fear of rejection, old rejection issues, fear of not so much abandonment, but yeah, lack of. Because again, why do we get rejected? Why are we scared of being rejected? Because we lack self-love. Somebody who's in their self-love, they got the mindset they wouldn't reject me. They would be stupid to reject me because I'm the best thing that could ever happen to them. And if you truly believe that, not in a passive aggressive way, like yeah, they're so stupid because they're the narcissist and I'm this angel. Again, I'm exaggerating. I'm sorry. But you get my drift, right? I don't know what's going on. I've got a sharp tongue today. I sometimes do, but usually not. I guess the Queen of Swords is kind of like really awakened in me right now. I don't know why I'm always blunt, but I'm just dishing it out right now. I'm wondering why Spirit is making me talk like this today. Anyway, this is the card of rejection, being scared of rejected, which of course always manifests in being rejected even more. So that is the wound that needs to heal. But I want to go back to the beginning. We had the victory card and the peace card. So that is what needs to be worked on, inner peace, making peace with the situation. Only if that is accomplished, then peace can be made with the other person in real life. Oh, there it is. I was just gonna say this is the last card, then I go to the other deck, and I'm so glad that we end with the Ace of Cups. Now, I was just talking about peace. It needs to be accomplished within you, and then it can come with your person, and this is the Ace of Cups. Aces are new beginnings, and the Ace of Cups is the card of true love and devotion. So there is a new beginning, and this deck is a bit naughty. You see, this is basically a woman. We got the breasts here, we got her belly, we got her thighs and her butt, and right where her genitals are, we do have this overflowing Ace of Cups. And I was talking about giving birth with the Moon card, and right, the impression that I got here is giving birth to true love, giving birth to... Oh, I just saw something. I'm going to tell you in a minute. Giving birth to the new beginning, and it's the feminine energy that is giving birth. So instead of standing there, reaching out for him, being scared that she missed the opportunity, she steps into her power, and then she's giving birth to the new beginning. What I just sensed when I paused for a moment, you see, like this. It reminded me of peacock feathers, and we had the peacock a lot coming up in those general readings, and I actually did my research. Peacocks eat poisonous plants, and that is, they use the poison to alchemize it, and that is how they get the pretty colors that they have. So to me, the peacock became the symbol of alchemizing. You take something like a poison and you turn it into something pretty. You take a bad experience, you learn from it, you evolve, and you turn it into something beautiful. And we do have the freaking Ace of Cups. I mean, this is amazing. The Ace of Cups is the true love. So this is where this is leading. Once, of course, the work is done, and the work is fear of rejection. It has a lot to do with the solar plexus chakra. So if you're working with chakras, that's the one I would absolutely focus on right now. I would absolutely focus on how you perceive your person. Are you perceiving your person as somebody who's not able to do it? Then the universe will have to give you exactly that, law of assumption. You can actually research law of assumption. You can type it here on YouTube. You will find very interesting information on that, very helpful information. And you can recreate your person, actually changing your assumptions about your person. So that is one thing. How do I perceive my person? Don't be scared that you missed the opportunity, because you absolutely haven't missed the opportunity. We had the Ace of Cups, which is new beginning in love. Opportunity is not lost. Even if your person would be with somebody else right now, there will be a new beginning, a new chance. And even for you, if it's not with that person, then it will be another person that you will love even more, because we had the Ace of Cups. It's true love. Spirit is going to give you your true love. And but again, make peace with the past. Find inner balance and work on your perception about yourself and about the other person. Oh, this one kind of like, we're going to put it here. It just, you saw it yourself. Made itself known. Oh, and this one. I couldn't grab it. And this one just wants to fall out. Okay, I hope you're seeing this. This is why I live shuffle. Because, no, that's too many. I want to show you that I'm not hand picking cards. So, there's something else. I'll just go through. I'm not taking all of them. I'm supposed to take all of them, of course. And yeah, look, I turned it around. We got suffering in silence. It's the Nine of Swords in this deck. And you see all the yellow, again, yellow, orange. But I get it mostly like yellow. I feel like she's sitting here just waiting for that person to finally come. She's not working on herself. Look, she's got this staff, which reminds me of the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is taking action. It's fire. Fire is forward movement. But instead of taking action, she's just hoping that there is going to be, you see there's tiny birds here, that there's messages coming. And she's overthinking too much and worrying, is there going to be messages coming? So what she should need to do is take her staff, her Ace of Wands, and stop worrying and stop suffering in silence, stop suffering at all, and getting to work. What else do we have? We've got the Truth. We've got obstacles and challenges. We've got Solitude, which is the Hermit. We got emotional withdrawal, which is the Eight of Cups. We got Harmony, which is the Lovers. And look, we already got, wow, I just saw what else is coming. 3 major arcana cards, and they're good ones. We got the base chakra, so ground yourself. I didn't mention it before, but the moon, we had the moon coming up. The moon usually signifies an unhealed sacral chakra for me, because that is what happens when we do have fears, when we are not secure in ourselves, when we don't trust. That's the unhealed sacral chakra. And oops, sorry, you won't believe what we got here. We got the Lovers. No, it's not the Ace of Cups, you already got that. It's the Two of Cups, spiritual union. Boom. Those are amazing cards. Well, this one not so much. Okay, so with this card, again, I get a feeling of separation, emotional withdrawal. In other decks, the Eight of Cups to me often signifies falling out of love, but not in this deck. Emotional withdrawal to me in this deck does not indicate I don't love you anymore. It to me indicates I need some time out for myself. It just, I need to look within. You see how peaceful this person looks, and so we go back into peace. It looks like this person is praying and connecting with their higher self or their divine. So if you are out of touch right now, don't see it like out of touch for forever. Don't see it like there is no love there. I mean, the Ace of Cups, the Lovers, and the Two of Cups, it's love. Okay, there is love there. And again, for a few of you, when it's not that person, you will attract true love with another person. But we do have solitude and emotional withdrawal, and very interesting, it's 8 and 9. So it has a reason why Spirit is separating you right now. It is very important to take that time for yourself, to stop looking for the other person, to stop focusing so much on them. It's to get into your own energy, your own security, finding peace within yourself and learning more about yourself. That's what I get with the Hermit card, Solitude, because you see this person has a book, and the Hermit is also connected to spirituality and higher learning. And look, I know it's not the same mountain probably, but yeah, it's heartache and loss, Three of Swords. But that person came down the mountain, stopped waiting for the other person, and now is actually focusing on themselves. You see, we have the obstacle and challenges. I know this is very narrow, and everybody would probably be a bit scared to jump over that, but that is definitely a gap that can't be taken. It's like one step. And you see the circles here? I'm feeling like this is protection. You are protected when you want to jump on the other side, jump the gap. It's important to, yeah, you are withdrawn, and we got 2 9s here. 9 is the ending of a cycle, and my scalp is prickling right now. I just saw earlier that we have the crown chakra here as well. Didn't I say that in the very beginning? Yeah, with the Ace of Swords, that there may be some crown chakra activation. Can you see? This is the crown chakra card. We have truth. So you will find a lot out about yourself and this connection. And then seriously, we got spiritual union and harmony. For some of you with the crown chakra card and this card as well, there may be some kind of telepathy going on. I do have a pick a card called Is There Telepathy Between the Two of Us? But also you can try to contact your person, not when you're in this state. It won't work, okay? Not when you're suffering in silence, but when you are relaxed. And this card, to me, it is very meditative. So you are called to do something like that. This card as well. And maybe in a meditation you can speak to the higher self of your person. And we've had all of the chakras, not all of them. We had the solar plexus chakra mentioned very much, and the base chakra. But now look at the heart chakra is healed. It's it's lightened. And then we do have like the Ace of Cups. This is the Two of Cups. But they got the Ace of Cups and they turn it into Two of Cups because it is reciprocated. So there's two people loving one another. So yeah, spiritual union. So it is a spiritual connection. I get with these cards kind of like as well, because they also have a lot to do with finding truth. I get this card, I get kind of like soul contract. So I know the beginning part, not the very beginning, it was a bit dark, but that is okay. It's important. We go through dark times sometimes, right? So let's be realistic. But you are going to give birth to your new beginning by overcoming the obstacles, but also by getting out of this energy, of the waiting energy, and do the work. I hope that helped you. I know, again, it was not the most positive reading, and I know I've been a bit harsh. I don't know why I have been so harsh. Sometimes I am just a very honest, very blunt person. That's what happens when you have like 51% of air in your natal chart. Look, I just saw the intuition card. And movement, choices, decisions. I'm a very blunt and honest person. I'm trying not to be mean. I am not. I just notice it that often, thankfully not with my clients that often. I guess I don't attract those clients too often. But sometimes when I watch videos myself and I see some comments in the comment section, because sometimes I like to read comments, I often see like, oh, this person is a narcissist, and they're so mean, and people being in the victim mode. And they need to understand, people who are in victim mode, they always be a victim. If you are in victim mode, you can only manifest being a victim, meaning attracting people who treat you like a victim. So the only way out is stop focusing on that, but to shift your perception. And that is why I am that blunt. I can't sugarcoat. And usually I'm a very, very positive person. I will always try to find a good. But today, in this particular reading, I felt like I had to be very blunt in order to snap some people out of something. I did not mean to be mean. I don't know if I should apologize. No, I shouldn't apologize because, first of all, I was channeling, so that's the messages I got. I just delivered them in a harsh way because, again, I feel like somebody had to hear it. It's not how I usually talk, but yeah. So I don't know what else to say. I wish you all the best. If it helped you in any way, then like, subscribe, click the bell icon. There is more content to come, and go to action. Do your sacral chakra meditation. Don't do it just once. Don't think, oh, I need to do one chakra meditation. Do it at least 21 days every day. Do a shorter one. You don't have to do one for like 1 hour. Do one for 10-15 minutes, but do it daily. Do your work. Work on your self-esteem, on how you perceive yourself, and how you perceive your person. And I gave you this very good tool you can use in order to get out of this rejection mode by actually writing down why you are amazing, why you are the chosen one, why people chose you in the past, your friends, work, whoever. Why are you the chosen one? And then read it again and again and again daily. Because if you get in your mindset, oh, actually there's people who are crazy about me. They actually adore me. And if you get that sunk in, then eventually that will get stronger than all of the memories where you have been rejected. And if you anchored in your subconscious, people choose me because I'm amazing. Of course they choose me. Then the universe will have to mirror that back to you. So if you want to be with your person, stop waiting. Be the change. Give birth to the Ace of Cups. You are the one who has to give birth to it. It's already growing inside you, but you need to birth it. Nobody else can do it for you, okay? So get to work. Change your life. And I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.